Hi, Mrs. Smith. I wanted to talk with you about the x-ray that came back for Brady.
Yeah, we're so sad that he fell down the stairs. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't believe it. I think we'll have to get a gate maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what I wanted to share with you is some specifics about the x-ray in that it what it showed was a dislocation. Okay.
Oh,
And
my poor baby.
yeah, yeah. The good news is certainly that no reason to believe he won't make a full recovery and have full use of his arm and all of
Okay,
that.
God, yeah.
Although it is going to be several weeks of being in a sling. But, and then several more weeks before he's going to have complete use of it. But what I wanted to bring to your attention is that the type of injury that it was is not really consistent with a fall. The type of injury that it was is much more consistent with a completely different type of motion. It's actually consistent with something that we actually see quite a bit, where the arm was pulled straight up. Okay, so like an adult pulling on the arm straight up, and it's that kind of dislocation.
So you don't think he fell down the stairs? He was with his father, and his father told me when I got home that he had fallen.
Yeah.
I didn't think anything of it. You don't think the injury is bad?
Actually, no. Yeah, we actually it looks, and it's in some cases it's actually really clear if it's a fall down the stairs or something like this. And so yeah, in fact, it does appear as though it really was somebody pulling his arm and pulling him upward, and that's how this resulted. Yeah. Yeah, so this seems like this is news to you and kind of surprising.
Yeah, very surprising. I can't believe he would lie to me or tell me that.
Okay,
So.
okay, all right. So yeah, given now in these cases, and I can certainly appreciate that this is a bit of a shock to you, and you're kind of like trying to sort this out now in your mind because you were told one thing and now we're seeing something else. The other thing that I have to let you know is that in a case like this, in which it is this type of injury, it is something that we automatically, by policy, have to report to Child Protective Services. I'm really glad that you brought him in and that you're hearing this information and we're having this conversation, and I certainly want to inform you about the whole process and what to expect, and I can tell you that it by no means is going to result in like some kind of immediate removal from the home or anything like that. What this does is that they certainly make note of it. They may or may not come out to your house for a visit and do some sort of initial investigation, asking some questions and some things like that. You've been completely cooperative with us. You're hearing this information. This is exactly what we need to do, and we're all looking out for the best, for the safety of your son. And so we're doing everything that needs to be done here. You're being very cooperative, and I can see that you have your son's best interest at heart here, absolutely. So, but that's a bit about how that will happen. And if you have any questions or concerns or anything like that, please feel free to bring that up to us now or even later if it occurs to you, okay? How are you feeling about that?
I'm really shocked about what's going on, but I'd really like to look into it, and thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I thank you for handling this so well. And if, it seems like now there's probably a conversation that's going to be happening between you and your husband.
Yeah, is there anything else I should be doing? Should I call a lawyer or anything?
Boy, well, let me ask you this. He told you that Brady fell down the stairs. Now we're seeing...
Yeah, I was at work and he said he had fallen.
Okay,
And,
okay.
he wasn't that upset.
Okay.
So just like he was holding his arm though, so I thought I'd bring him in just to make sure he was okay.
Okay, all right.
Mhm.
So yeah, so this is definitely different, this is new information, it's not consistent with what you were told. So, I guess my question is, do you, if you have any other concerns like this, if there have been other things that have happened while your son was in your husband's care?
I mean, he's had a few bruises, but I mean, they're
Sure.
clumsy. I guess
Yeah.
they fall down.
Yeah, okay, all right. So, what I would recommend, and I would like to provide to you, is information about treatment providers for just like family counseling that really can focus on just parenting with, especially with small children, okay? There are just certain things, sometimes it really is an accident, an adult can easily grab a child's arm and pull it and cause an injury like this, and it's certainly...
It must have been an accident. I mean, and
Yeah.
then maybe he got scared enough to talk to him.
So, certainly could be, certainly could be that. If it's, in which case, it's a matter of kind of education around, how you can grab children and, ways that children can get injured like this and how it can be avoided. Sometimes it's a bit more complicated, sometimes, people have lots of, they've learned their own ways of parenting. Sometimes it's considered abuse. Maybe in some culture before or some other place it's acceptable, but it could be that here it's not, and here it's actually a crime, and could result in legal problems. So, as long as we are really taking this thing head on and sharing information and willing to kind of like listen to recommendations, there's no indication so far that it needs to go too far. If you were to, take this referral, you're welcome to follow up with CPS as well. As a precautionary measure, following up with a referral source on, doing, scheduling a family counseling session. In that case, you could really get a better handle on what's going on here. And then if there's something more to be done, then you're already ready to do that. You've got everything in place to do it. And if it turns out that no, it was really just like some really unusual thing that no indication that it would happen again, well then maybe that's it. Okay. All right, so does that sound okay to you?
Yeah, that sounds okay. So I can call you if I have any other questions, right?
Absolutely, absolutely, please do. And whether it's me or somebody else here at the office, and if anyone at the office doesn't answer your question, then you can certainly ask for me, and I personally would return that call if it's something that only I know, or something like that, or if you're just more comfortable. But I just want to tell you, I just want to commend you on how well you're handling all of this, and so if absolutely follow up if you have any questions about any of this.
Okay, well,
Okay.
thank you so much.
Okay, you bet, you bet.
Thank you.